that's what it is. But somebody else that doesn't have a clue, and the royal family has no faith in it, it's Prince Harry. And Prince Harry's back in the news, everybody, because Prince Harry wants to be back in the royal family. That's right. I knew I was going to say it eventually, but he said he's willing to return and temporarily for a role within the British royal family because of what's been going on with his father. Now, he said while King Charles III undergoes treatment for cancer, he would like to come back in a limited way to help out the family and be back involved and come back home and be a part again. Okay, interesting. And what's his brother to say about that? Well, Prince William tells his friends there's no chance in hell this is going to happen. And he said Harry will not return to his duties. And I kind of believe that if he doesn't want it to happen, it's not going to happen. But I also think, as we talk about the royal family all the time, because it's kind of fun talking about this drama, Harry, is he going through something? There have been rumors for a while that him and Meghan might not work out. So is it because his dad's going through stuff, or is it because something else is happening? GR, having come from the land of the UK, what do you think about this, about your royal family? Do you think that Prince Harry will be welcomed back with open arms, hugs and kisses and all the sorts? The grand hoo-ha?
In a word, no. He's probably worried about his dad, probably. I mean, it is his dad. But
yeah, 100%.
And also and you and I kind of talked about this before, Brian. I think he's getting ready to dump the slut he's married to. And then he'll come back, and maybe they'll take him back if he goes back before his brother takes the throne.
Yeah.
If his brother's on the throne, he'll never get back.
I feel like I don't think he'll forgive him. They were so close, too, for a long time, GR. And now he was even saying, too, that Meghan Markle cannot be trusted. That's what Prince William said. So I don't know.
How she got him to do what he did. She has him. Well, I won't say that on the air. That wouldn't be nice. But if he goes back for his father. That's the only reason at this point.
I hope so, too. And if that's what it is, and he is just actually wanting to give back, that makes sense. And he's worried about his family. That makes sense. It might be something like you're saying, too. You never know. Like I said, there were rumors that were going to divorce, lawyers a while back. But then again, those were debunked, maybe. Who knows? I think, though, she's doing her own stuff, her podcast. He doesn't really have much she's doing right now. So maybe there is some writing on the wall there that they might be separating. The Markle dilemma might be done soon. But I don't know. Maybe he just wants to help family. I hope that's what it is. And there's nothing else going on besides that. I hope that, But what do we think? Rachel, what do you think? Do you think that this is right in the wall? The royal family is going to reconcile and come back together? It took this hell scare for Harry to see his ways? Or is there more to the story and he won't be welcome back anytime soon?
I think what's important to remember when talking about a lot of this are two things. One, a lot of this is hearsay.
That's true.
They speculate all the time. Oh, Prince William said this, so-and-so said that. It's all completely hearsay. The royal
UK tablets.
family has not made statements like that publicly. So it's all just, who knows? Who knows if it's true what anyone said in the tabloids. When it comes to Harry potentially rejoining the family, there are strong indications that that's a possibility. The Sussex's website went back up. Their royal social medias are active again. And that's kind of brings me to the second thing that's important to remember is that at the end of the day, this is a family business of sorts. So if his family's struggling, it's easier to put aside the issues you may have had with the institution or with the family when your family's in a crisis.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see, like, he's still a human. He cares about his family. It's like, just because he thinks what the institution has done to him and his mother and his wife is fucked up and he doesn't really want to be a part of it anymore. Like, Anne is the Princess Royal Anne is getting older. She's the hardest working royal there is. I have a lot of respect for her, but she's getting up there. She might not be able to take on as many duties anymore. Charles has to step aside to get treatments. There's just a lot of older members of the family that aren't going to be able to carry the weight of Charles stepping aside. And with him stepping up, that helps take care of those senior roles and those senior events. and helps take pressure off of his family. So even if he joins in a professional capacity in a temporary situation, it's his life. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's his family. He loves his dad, whether or not his dad's a king or a plumber. If it was a
cobbler,
family plumber business and they had a falling out and his dad needed help, he'd probably come back too.
Yeah. So. I mean, I do the same thing probably too. You kind of have those moments where you just, the love of family goes a long way. I think that's probably what it is. But you never know what could be happening in the inner workings. And of course, the UK tabloids are freaking nuts. We've had many discussions about how their biggest thing is like they get paid. The royals are this like working where they get paid through the royals to do this. It's all they're all in conjunction together. So like you're going to see a lot of these things happening. Everyone's speculating and want to know, and they make their money off it. So that's how they do. So we'll see what happens here, though. I can see it.
Tabloids would fold if they didn't have shit to make up about the royal family.
They would be done. They'd have nothing. They'd be all done. But unfortunately for the royal family, there's always going to be drama, and they're going to be reporting on it. So that's just what it is. And I really hope that they can reconcile and figure this out. Jake, do you think they can reconcile? Can Harry come home? Will he be welcomed home, or do you think that William's at the end of the day shut this down and say, no, you did your Netflix specials, you put your podcasts out there, you trashing us enough, and you cannot come home, even though we do love you. Take off and do your thing.
I don't know. I mean, if Harry, it might be like Mr. Potter going back to the Dursleys. I don't think it's going to go so well. But I think, like you said, family is always, it's a strong motivator to put a lot aside that you've done in the past. And
I agree with that.
There's, forgiveness is underrated. And I think we could use a lot more of that. So I think if he was welcomed back with open arms, it would send a very, very strong signal to the world that, hey, guess what? This is possible, everybody. So, and the royal family doesn't really do a lot with politics anymore, but it's more of a symbol of what the ideal family should be. And they screw it up a lot, but it also gives everybody an example to learn from. So I don't know. It could go either way. So
I mean, we'll have to see, honestly. And you see, like, there was so much love, like every family, them together and how they were before everything. And of course, like, people make different choices in life too, and it takes them different directions in their family. Hence why, Jake, a lot of people, like, they don't, like we said, their family's plumbers or something like that. They don't follow the plumbing business. If their family has been establishing a casting office for years, some people just don't do that. Hollywood happens. Like a lot of people you'll have in the business that, are a third generation grip or a fourth generation actor. But there's also a lot of people that are like, I've heard they just like move away because they want nothing to do with the business too. It happens in every aspect of society, every career path. Every kid has to make that choice, and he made his own choice. And I think as a family, maybe they will welcome him back because at the end of the day, don't you still love that person? And then again, if Meghan's there, GR, it might not happen, right?
Not a chance in hell.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. There's a lot of animosity in this family, and I hope at the end of the day they can work it out, and it's not going to be just drama constantly. But if it is, we'll be talking about it here on Kruse Control, and also the UK tablets will be too.